Yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to Akshara IT Foundation. This is Synop, your maths faculty. Let us go to the today's class. Yeah. Now we are in linear equations synopsis 4, and here synopsis 4 is just included coordinate geometry also. Okay. Na? So let us discuss briefly about that coordinate geometry and how we are taking the order pairs also. Order pairs and how to plot the points. Then we go to the condition of two linear equations on a plane surface. How the two linear equations being in a plane surface, let us discuss in today's class. Okay. So now synopsis 4. Right. Let us discuss about the coordinate geometry. So simply the coordinate geometry is nothing but it is derived how the point is located. Then how to find the exact position of a point. The famous French mathematician René Descartes. What is his name? So René Descartes divides the plane into four parts. Okay, na? So nothing but if you take a plane surface like this board, you can take point in anywhere on the plane surface to identify the exact position of the point. The mathematician divides the plane into four quadrants or four parts. Each part is called a quadrant. Okay, na? By using x-axis and y-axis. That means he is using one horizontal line and vertical line. That means the point can be lies on any one of the part. Either it can be first part or second part, third part or fourth part. So it can be in the any one of the part of the plane, or it can be the point can be lies on the lines. The alternate option is if the point is not located in any one of the quadrant or any one of this part, the point definitely will be on the lines. Okay, na? So this horizontal line is named as x-axis and the vertical line is named as y-axis, and the point of intersection of both x-axis and y-axis is represented with origin. Okay, na? This topic name is derived that coordinate geometry. Okay, na? Coordinate geometry we can call, Cartesian geometry also we can call, or analytical geometry. Okay, na? Right. Now for using the for locate or to find the position of a point like this, he is taking that this point is how much distance from x-axis, how much distance from y-axis, by using the coordinates, nothing but x value and y value. For example, so 1, 2, 3, 4, like this some points we have taken. Left hand side like a number line, so 0 right side all positive numbers and 0 left side all negative numbers. Okay, na? Same way here on y-axis 0 above the 0 all positive numbers and below the 0 all negative numbers. Okay, na? Right. So from this quadrant 1 to find the position of point is using the order pair. What is using? Order pairs. Order pairs are nothing but x values and y values. Okay, na? This is the order pair, the combination of x value on the x coordinate, x axis, and y value on the y axis. Okay, na? So here the first one x is called x coordinate or abscissa. X coordinate or abscissa. The y value is called ordinate or x coordinate. Sorry, y coordinate. X coordinate or abscissa, y coordinate or ordinate. Okay, na? Now I am just placing a point here. This point is this point is 3 units distance from y-axis. That means here to here. 1, 2, 3. That means it is exactly straight to 3. 3 units distance from y-axis and 2 units distance from x-axis. 1, 2. So 3 units from y-axis, 2 units from x-axis. Therefore, the position of point is 3, 2. Okay, na? So 3 value is nothing but x value, 2 is y value. Okay, here 3, 2, 2, 3 both are not same. 3, 2 the point 3, 2 and 2, 3 are not equal. Here x value 3, here x value is 2, not same. Okay, na? The first x coordinate always represents the x value. That means on x axis we should take nothing but distance from y axis. That means it is somewhat distance from y axis and somewhat distance from x axis. Okay, na? That means while you are observing the points on x axis like 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, this is the point 1 is 1 unit distance from y axis, 2 units distance from y axis, 3, 4, 5 like that. Okay, na? So that means we can write 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0 like that. Same way, these are 1 unit distance from x axis, 2 units, 3 units, 4 units. So this we can write 0, 1, so 0, 2, 0, 3 like that. Okay, na? So points on x axis 1, 0, 2, 0 like that. Points on y axis 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3 like that. Clear till then? So order pair we discussed by using the coordinate. X coordinate is called abscissa, y coordinate is called ordinate. Clear till then? Yeah. Now let us see the symbols of first coordinate. First coordinate, all x values are positive, y values also positive numbers, so it can be positive plus, plus. Now coming to the second coordinate, x values, first always we should focus on x. X values are negative, x values negative, y values are positive. That means second coordinate is lies between negative x axis and positive y axis. Now third quadrant, negative x axis, negative y axis, both are negatives only. Fourth one, positive x axis, negative y axis. Okay, na? So while you are observing these 4 quadrants, opposite quadrants are having opposite symbols. Here both are negatives, here both are positives. Here minus, plus, plus, minus. Clear? Right. Now, if you take any two lines or any two linear equations, okay, na? We have already discussed that linear equation in two variable is in the form of ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. The linear equations is in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Now when you take two linear equations, how many? Two linear equations. Two linear equations we represented through the general form like a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals to 0. Second linear equation a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals to 0. So we have third linear equation also a3x plus b3y plus c3 equals to 0. Okay, na? Now when you draw any two linear equations, or linear equations represent the straight line, right? Yeah, if you draw any two straight lines on a plane surface, that two straight lines can be lies on a plane in 3 different manners. What is that one? The first manner is the both lines can be intersect. Both lines can be intersect. Okay? And second situation is both lines can be parallel. First one is both can be intersect, or second both can be parallel lines, and the third one both can be coincident lines. Both can be coincident lines. Only 3 options. There is no alternate option except these 3. Okay, now Either they can be intersect or parallel or coincide. That's it. Only three situations are there. Now, if two linear equations are given, how to find the two linear equations are intersecting lines, parallel lines or coincident lines without drawing on a graph sheet. If you draw the graph uh, to represent the linear equation on a graph, we can easily find both are intersecting or parallel or coincident. But without the drawing linear equations on without the representation of linear equation on a graph sheet, we should find by using conditions like, for these two equations I am identify the conditions like a1 by a2 x coefficients, a1 by a2 b1 by b2 y coefficient, c1 by c2 constant terms. These are all not equal. A1 by A2 ratio, B1 by B2 ratio, C1 by C2 ratio are not equal, then these lines are representing intersecting lines. Okay, now this is the first case. Now for the second case, A1 by A2, the ratio of x coefficients, B1 by B2 ratio of y coefficients, and C1 by C2 ratio of constant terms. First two are equal, last one is not equal. So this represents the parallel lines. So ratios of x coefficients, y coefficients equal, but constants are not equal. We can consider these two represents the parallel lines. But coincident lines is x ratio, x coefficient ratio, y coefficients ratio, and constants ratio all are equal. We can consider they are coincident lines. Okay, na? So let us discuss this based on the some examples. For example, I am taking two equations like 2x plus 3y plus 5 is equals to 0. Random equations I am taking. Here 4x plus 5y minus 6 equal to 0. These two are linear equations. Okay, na? So from the first linear equation, let us consider with first general form a1x plus b1y plus c1. So what are a1 value? a1 value is 2, b1 value is 3, c1 value is 5. Now second one a2 value is 4, b2 value is 5 and c2 value is minus 6. Let us try to find the ratios. a1 by a2. a1 by a2 value is 2 by 4. After cancellation in two table, we will get 1 by 2. Now b1 by b2, 3 by 5. There is no cancellation. 1 by 2 is different, 3 by 5 is different. So a1 by a2 is not equals to b1 by b2. That's it. We no need to find c1 by c2 also. Therefore, these two equations are representing intersecting lines. These two equations are represents intersecting lines. Okay, na? Yeah. Now let us discuss about parallel line situation. Let me take the one more example like 5x plus 7y plus 14 equals to 10x plus 14y plus 23 equal to 0. Okay, na? So again check that a1, b1, c1 values. Here a1 equals to 5, b1 equals to 7, c1 equals to 14. Now a2 equals to 10, b2 equals to 14, c2 equals to 23. Let us find the ratios a1 by a2 value. a1 value 5, a2 value 10. After cancellation we will get the ratio is 1 by 2. Now coming to b1, b2's ratio, b1 value is 7 and b2 value 14. Both can be cancelled in 7 table. So the answer is also 1 by 2. a1 by a2 value, b1 by b2 both are same. Let us consider c1, c2. So c1 value is 14, c2 value is 23. 23 is a prime number, it won't come in 14 table. There is no cancellation between 14 and 23. That means a1 by a2 is equals to b1 by b2 and not equals to c1 by c2. So this condition represents the pair of parallel lines. This This condition represents the pair of parallel lines. Okay, na? Same way, all of them, A1 by A2 value, B1 by B2 value, C1 by C2, all are equal. We can easily identify they represents that a pair of equations represents the coincident lines. What lines? Coincident. Okay, na? Now let us discuss about the consistent. Okay. So today we have discussed about that order pairs and how we are dividing the plane into 4 quadrants, and what is in the order pair, what is x coordinate represents, y coordinate represents, everything we discussed, and the pair of linear equations also we discussed. Now let us discuss about that consistent. So consistent is nothing but simply pair of equations. Pair of equations having at least one solution is called consistent. What is that? Pair of linear equations or pair of equations having at least one solution. At least one solution is called consistent. Now while you are observing the 3 cases here, intersecting lines, parallel lines and coincident lines, these three cases, intersecting lines, the both lines together meet at a point, intersecting point, that is called solution of that equation. That means intersecting lines is how many solutions? One solution. Pair of intersecting lines gives one solution, one unique solution. Now coming to parallels, these two never touches, there is no solution for parallel lines. That means if 2 equations are given but the 2 equations are not getting any solutions, that means we should consider that the 2 equations represents the parallel lines. That's why they are not having any solution. That means we are not able to find x value, y value there. Okay, after solving the like elimination method or substitution method we have discussed in our earlier classes, while we are doing that elimination method we are finding x value, after substituting the equation we will get the y value, x and y values together if you take, that is the solution of the equations. But in a situation of parallel lines, we are not able to find that x values and y values, whether you are using that elimination method or substitution method. In that situation you should recognize that the 2 equations are parallel lines. Okay, na? So there is no solution for that. Now coming to the third situation, coincident lines. The coincident lines are meet together, coincident on each other, one on each other. That means we can take infinite number of points on a common points. We can take infinite number of points. So here we can consider infinite solutions. How many solutions? Infinite solutions for coincident lines. Okay, na? So now coming to the consistent. Consistent is nothing but pair of equations having at least one solution. At least one solution means we can take intersecting lines and coincident lines also. There is no solution between the 2 pair of equations. The pair of equations that is considering as no solution. That is called inconsistency, and they are independent lines. These are called independent lines. Okay, these are called dependent lines. Because both are coincide on each other, they are having more than one solution. Dependent lines, they are not having at least one solution, also independent lines. So consistency means pair of equations having at least one solution. At least one solution, that means minimum one solution, maximum we can have more than one solutions. So more than one solutions is nothing but coincident lines, one solution intersecting lines. No solutions is nothing but parallel lines. Okay, na? Yeah. Right. Let us go to the next topic. Let us go through the concept based questions, nothing but practice sheet. Let us try some problems and just revise the concepts once again to solve the given questions. So first question, if Px comma y is lies on the positive x-axis, then x comma y is positive x-axis. That means the point is being on x-axis. It is not in the either of the quadrant. First quadrant, second quadrant, third and fourth one means both x values and y values will be represented, but only positive direction of x-axis. That means 1 comma 0, 2 comma 0. These are all positive sides of the x-axis. Positive sides of the x-axis. Simply we can take x comma 0. X can be any value. It can be 100 comma 0 or 2000 comma 0 like that. Right? So we can take infinite number of points now like that. So the first question, Px comma y lies on positive x-axis. Positive x-axis means this point definitely in the form of x comma 0. Definitely in the form of x comma 0. Okay, now let us go to the question number 2. The second question is given that the perpendicular distance to the point 4 comma 5 from x-axis. The point 4 comma 5 is given perpendicular distance from x-axis. Distance from x-axis is always represents the y coordinate. Distance from x-axis is nothing but y coordinate. So in the given point 4 comma 5, what is the y coordinate? Y coordinate value is 5. So therefore the perpendicular distance from x-axis is 5. And even though here it is given minus 5, we should take only plus 5 only, because the distance obviously in the positive manner, not in the negative direction. Direction can be negative, but the value is positive only. Okay, na? Right. Now question number 3. The third question is given that equation of any line perpendicular to x-axis. Perpendicular to x-axis. Right. So before going to this one, let us discuss some more points like coordinate geometry. We need to discuss some more points. So we discussed that already. Origin is nothing but the point of intersection of x-axis and y-axis. And we already discussed the points on x-axis 1 comma 0, 2 comma 0, 3 comma 0 like that. All y values are 0, no? So equation of x-axis we can take. Equation of x-axis is y is equal to 0. Because on y-axis, on x-axis, if you observe any point, any coordinates, the y value obviously 0. So we can consider that equation of x-axis y is equal to 0. And similarly, we can write equation of y-axis. Equation of y-axis is x equal to 0. Okay, now I am drawing the lines like this, parallel to x-axis. Parallel to x-axis. It can be 1 comma 1, 2 comma 1, 3 comma 1, 4 comma 1, 5 comma 1 like that. Okay, na? So all y values are same here for parallel lines. Equation of a line parallel to x-axis is y is equal to k. K can be any number, whether it is positive or negative, it doesn't matter. Okay, na? Same way, equation of a line parallel to y-axis is x is equal to k. Now coming to the question number 3, that question number 3 indicates equation of any line perpendicular to y-axis. Perpendicular to y-axis is definitely parallel to x-axis. What is that? Perpendicular to y-axis is nothing but parallel to x-axis. Parallel to x-axis equation is y is equal to k. Parallel to x-axis equation is y equal to k, but in the given answers we need to take x is equal to 5, x is equal to y is equal to 3, x is equal to 3. So third option is our suitable option for us, y is equal to 3. Okay, now let us go to the question number 4. The question number 4 indicates the line y is equal to minus 3. Y is equal to minus 3 also parallel to x-axis and perpendicular to y-axis. So we can take parallel to x-axis. Option 1 is true. Option 1 is true. parallel to x-axis, because y is equal to minus 3 is given. Y is equal to something is nothing but parallel to x-axis. Okay children, so that's it for today children. Thank you one and all. Have a nice day. Bye bye.